I'm Ebong.
And I'm Kate.
And I'm Sonya.
Today we're dishing with you from Chef Tony's, which is located at 4926 St. Elmo Avenue in Bethesda.
The heart of Bethesda.
We crossed the border.
When I first came to Chef Tony's, I guess I thought it was all Italian food, but he's actually
it says seafood.
Like
seafood. I know. But you know what you can get? You can get. He will make amazing pasta, but he can also make you anything else. Because
Chef Tony, we'd like to have some of your amazing pasta.
I had some incredible fish. He's the seafood guru here in town, so I'm sure that's the best.
The crab cake.
Best crab cake you've ever eaten.
And good hummus, which is always good in a pinch, and being healthy in the spring.
See, the hummus thing is only one part. The big part of hummus too is the bread. Which
really?
You're using. Yeah, the pita bread is huge.
Okay.
Well. This is like phenomenal. Look how thick that is and fluffy.
No, it is. It looks good.
Right here in Bethesda, right in the heart of downtown.
Yeah.
And today our guest is RiEN Charchien. He's the creative director of RiEN Online, and it's actually really, really impressive what you've been able to do in,
Thank you.
I'll say, a short amount of time, and also a short amount of time, because you're in school all day.
Yep.
And you're doing this in not just your spare time, but you're also making this, I think it's your major now, right? Am I right?
Well, I'm still in high school, but when I go to college, I want to do fashion marketing and advertisement.
Which is tell us about RiEN Online.
We ask people, like, oh, what do you do for a full-time job? High school student. I mean, do you remember high school? There were all those activities. So tell us all about your project.
Okay, well, RiEN Online, I started it back when I lived in Louisiana. My dad's an active Air Force colonel right now, and I just first noticed that teenagers really don't have a go-to place for fashion. Don't get me wrong, there's Teen Vogue and 17, but I want teenagers to be telling me what a teenager should wear. So I developed this concept. And
says the dude in the suit.
Yeah. Thank you. I developed this concept, and it first was just for military brats, teenagers in the military, and then I developed it over more time. I want everyone to be able to get a piece of it, and now RiEN Online was born this year. So.
Well, you have like Lindsay Lohan, which I guess is not really a teenager, but all these kind of.
She was.
She was.
At one
but they
time.
and like the girls from the hills have their fashion lines and stuff. Are those not really your fashion icons that you're looking for? Who are the teenagers we should be looking to know what the cutting edge of fashion is going to be?
Well, when it comes to the fashion standpoint, I like people like Rachel Roy and anything like Donna Karan, trendy, contemporary, things like that. RiEN Online, we focus more on bringing the teenagers also to those events. So we will bring you as front row or as close as we can get, going to Fashion Week, going to events here in DC, and anything that can get teenagers that don't normally have access to this exclusive world to that.
And this isn't just a random, I think that you all should wear, mini skirts and Uggs. You have followed a lot of, you've interviewed a lot of fashion icons. You're there at Fashion Week. Now, how did you get into all of this, and why is fashion so important to you personally?
Well, I'll start with the ending first. Fashion is so important to me because while in Louisiana, all public school students are required to wear a uniform, and that really lowers your self-expression and things. So I wanted to be able to, tell anyone you can express yourself in any way, shape, or form, and such like that. But then to Fashion Week and such, I have to really credit and thank Tim Gunn for that of Project Runway. I was able to meet him at the first all-access fashion at Tyson's Galleria, interview him. He was a great guy, and I just kept in touch with him. And since he is a local Washingtonian, I saw him at another event over the summer, and we were talking, and I guess he saw something in me, and he was just like, "RiEN, I'd like to have you out for the Project Runway show," and that was a starting point. And I was out.
Is he your mentor?
Well, no, I mean,
well, he's not really he tells people how to make themselves feel better about their designs, but he's not really in fashion.
Well,
isn't he a creative director?
Yeah, he's creative director.
Now he is. Now he is.
More he's in.
When he was in education, I guess.
Yes,
he's a sculptor.
Yeah, at the Corcoran. Yeah, that's where he went to school, and so that was great. And when I also met Rachel Roy at an event at Tyson's Galleria again, and it's just, I guess, leaving a great impression with these people. And I guess they, with my brand and everything, it's so unique, and they've been able. They're like, well, we can invite you out, and I understand I'm not going to get front row, but at least I can still go there and be able to say, I'm a teenager, I did this, my parents aren't in fashion, and anyone can do this.
So do you want to continue to just write about fashion, or do you someday you want to be a designer yourself?
No, I want to stay away from designing, actually. honestly, I just am not creative at all. Let's just be completely blunt.
But you recognize the creativity in others.
Exactly, I can see that. But I want to get into, like at FIT, fashion merchandising or marketing, and work for a group like the LVMH group, because they have so many different companies, so much room to expand. Or even Condé Nast. I was able to meet the Vogue director of special events, and that just seemed so much fun, just traveling all around the country, representing the brand. I would definitely enjoy something like that.
You have a very powerful brand by being able to leverage all teenagers and people in that, the youth in that category. Would you say? Because a lot of companies want to cater to that, and they can't. There's no other opportunity for them to do that until I think you had your concept to bring that to them.
Exactly, and definitely one designer that I'm going to her show this coming up Fashion Week, Rebecca Minkoff. She sent us all for spring adwear images to be placed on our blogs. I requested them, and they were actually able to. They said yes, we'd actually like to. It's our demographic, it's trendy, it's youthful, and I really want to see if companies would be interested in investing in us. Or right now, I pay for it with just allowance, part-time job, and so I want to definitely try to find a business director and take it to the next level. Because like you said, we have something to offer. We could have a teenage focus groups and really bring brands closer to the teenage world.
How do you manage this, being in high school and going to Fashion Week? I mean, it's a week. Is that your spring break? How does this work out?
I'm actually leaving on a Friday and coming back Monday, but I was able to get special. Yeah, true. I'll be bringing stuff on the bus with me. I'm studying for the ACT on March 12th.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
you'll be fine. Don't worry.
But I just, it's all about time management, and I have great supportive parents that I understand. I'm enrolled in AP classes, but it's just, again, it's all about time management. I do have no social life. I go to events, and I'm in my room and I'm doing it.
I don't know. Tim got pretty good social life.
Right?
Very modest.
Rebecca Minkoff.
You have more of a social life than most people in their 30s. So.
Well, is there one interview or one show that's just the top show on your list that you're really excited about, or someone that you'd really, really like to meet?
Oh gosh, what am I going to this weekend? I mean, I'm going to Nicole Miller and Rebecca Minkoff, but
And does Anna Wintour scare the heck out of you?
She doesn't. Actually,
she doesn't.
Yeah, no. I guess people really. I understand fashion. You do have to be a little cutthroat. It's an industry. $60 billion are just generated in New York City. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of people's jobs. You really have to either say it's going to work, or if you're not working, we need to find the next person. And some people won't agree with me. I don't know her personally or have had interactions, but from everyone that I have, some people give pros and cons. But I respect what she does. I mean, it's a really hard job.
Who are your peers? I mean, you have sort of your target audience who are of your same sort of demographic, right? But who are your peers? I mean, are there other kids who are out there doing these fabulous fashion-related things?
I hope there are, and I definitely encourage them to contact us, see how we can work together. I do have some teenagers that work with me, I guess you would say, and I just have them. They're contributing editors. They go to events for me if I can't, because we do have lots of events coming up. Again, on Saturday there's one at Saks Tyson's Galleria, but I'll be in Fashion Week, so someone else will cover it. So it's just all about finding teenagers that have a passion for fashion.
Young fashion content army. Yes. Anna, he's right here. He's waiting for you to help him in the future. That's right. Thanks so much for being on with us, RiEN. We've learned a lot about what you're doing, and it's really exciting. Thanks for doing it, and as always, thank you for being with us here on The District Dish. You can follow us on Twitter and be our fan on Facebook. We'll see you next time.